Plant Man here. Just wanted to take a minute because we're here up in Los Alamos building a community garden with all these young kids and people. Going to transform this space into a gorgeous garden. So just wanted to share. Yeah.
There's the Los Alamos Middle School over the hill there. They have lots of solar panels all set up, ready to get used. And we're going to turn this barren space into a beautiful, lush garden that the middle school kids can use in their curriculum and eat from it in their cafeteria. Hope for the future. They're all so excited about it.
In every community, people are starting to start up community gardens, tear up old vacant lots, and it's a great way to, reclaim some urban footprint as green space, and try and green up the city and make food available in the city. There's no reason why we can't live in cities, but we do have to green them up, I think, to continue. And it's obvious that the pattern that we're in now is one of degradation and destruction, continuously concretizing everything in our path and plugging up the air with smoke and the water with muck. And it's time to be a little more forward thinking. And it's really my generation and the generation after that's have to answer the call. And it's really rewarding. But anyway, it's just jazzed. Wanted to talk a little bit more about that project. We'll bring you a recipe here at the end of the video, and I encourage you all to start your own community gardens and just find ways. We can clean up the earth with its own processes and its own organisms. Just like a human being is full of organisms. That's kind of the nature of the universe, is a fractalated tendril, a miniature hologram of the greater whole. So every human being is a cosmos, and every organism within that human being is another cosmos. There's all kinds of bacteria and stuff living in my stomach that are composed of cells and atoms and quarks, and it just, the farther down they look, the farther the rabbit hole goes. And so we have to treat in a holographic fashion the energy field that surrounds us in a beneficial, nurturing, positive way in order to receive that coming back to us. And without that, forget about it. It's got to come from within, and it's got to be genuine. It can be your intention. You could just want healing for the earth, and that will bring healing for the earth. And so it's about just forming your intentions, and then the next step to being a true global gardener is acting on it in every way you can. That's why I was so thrilled today about going and working in that community garden with those kids and those cool people. And people need beauty for their souls, and people need to feed their souls as much as their bodies. That's the other element that I see come through with a lot of the raw food teachers and activists out there, that I also want to pump and support that meme of feed your soul and feed your body, both with the best thoughts and the best feelings and the best foods that you can, and then put that energy out and into the world and create the best relationships, the best situations, and I think a large part of that comes back to gardening, touching the earth, wildcrafting, finding ways, even just taking a walk in the forest just to connect to the larger fractal hologram Just wanted to bring you a recipe and talk to you a little bit more about the whole community garden concept. They're springing up all over. The one in Los Alamos is a little half-acre garden that's mostly being spearheaded by my friend Steph, who's arranging all the funding and doing all the organizing and stuff. And so we're just trying to help them with the actual gardening aspect. So we're volunteering our time there. And what we're trying to do is just build the soil. That's the main thing. That's usually the case in the Southwest. People often come to me with questions about how do you get, you know, your plants to thrive, and you know, they'll hit it with fish emulsion and this and that and the other, but there's nothing like just building with organic matter. And that's what we were doing over there at the community garden. We tilled up the soil. You saw us with the shovels there, and just kind of loosen up the plants, just the top layer. You don't want to do a lot of tillage. There's more carbon that's released every year through tillage of soil than all of the automotive carbon and petroleum carbon that's put out. And that's something we seek to do with our company as well. We're always trying to sequester carbon. We do native landscapes of meadows. Meadows sequester a ton of carbon. The grass grabs it out of the air and puts it back in the ground. That's something our gardening company Ecolutions does, and you can check that out. Our webpage there currently is ecolutionsllc.wordpress.com. You can see some pictures of some of our projects. But back to the concept of building the soil, just layering organic matter. Some people have called it the lasagna method, but it's the least amount of tillage and building the soil from the top down has been very effective for our company and, you know, my own gardening, and we've been doing it now for 10 years, and especially in the arid Southwest. You want to have more like sunken basins. People are always doing raised beds because that's kind of an East Coast thing. You want to drain away oftentimes and have plenty of space for root growth. But in the Southwest, you usually have sandy soil, and you know, or clay, sand, or rock. And either way, you gotta kind of build it up. So just wanted to speak to that concept as to the how-tos permaculturally to grow soil, and that's a key concept. Planting your water, in quotation marks, planting your water, i.e. rainwater harvesting or drip irrigation or anything like that, is the first key. Second key is building soil, and you just year after year you build. It's that concept like in a forest. It's dropping leaf and litter, and the squirrels are pooping and the birds, and it's just building the soil year by year more, you know, as a steady kind of cycle. So enough about that. Here's the recipe. We are making a rainbow salad today with some of the veggies from our hoop house. Here's some, just got some organic mixed greens from the store, some spring greens, and topped it with the rest of our fresh greens from the CSA. Got some little tiny beets and radishes from the hoop house, and tomato and carrot, some sprouts and onion, and we'll throw it all together and top it either with vinegar and olive oil and salt and pepper, or, you know, your favorite vinaigrette of your choosing. It's a real nice way to get a colorful salad. It's good to utilize a lot of colors in your meals, because then you're sure to hit all the different nutrient groups that are represented by the different colors, the antioxidants, etc. So anyway, that's it for now. We'll bring you the recipe. Much love.
Now it's all finished. There's our beautiful rainbow salad that we'll eat for lunch.